Is CORGI Fenestration right for your organisation? This video will tell you what the scheme is all about and what the benefits are for Liniar fabricators and their installers. Why has Liniar become CORGI Fenestration registered? Liniar has already stated its commitment to raising industry standards. This is reinforced by becoming the first PVCU systems house to become CORGI Fenestration registered, the only scheme that requires a qualified workforce. So, who is CORGI? CORGI has been a household name since the 1970s, following the Ronan Point gas disaster that claimed 5 lives. Originally built by the gas sector, CORGI remains the most recognised brand for consumers and the de facto name for trust, reliability, expertise and quality. 74% of the public recognised CORGI for these values in a survey last year. The CORGI organisation has now granted CORGI Fenestration a licence to operate in our industry. This scheme isn't just another badge. Only companies which can demonstrate a commitment to best practice can be CORGI Fenestration registered. No other scheme covers the whole fenestration supply chain, providing the consumer with reassurance and total peace of mind. Why Liniar? Liniar's commitment to quality standards and training is embedded throughout the organisation, making it a perfect fit with the values and ethics of CORGI Fenestration. Consumers don't want minimum standard. They're looking for assurance that everyone throughout the product supply chain is appropriately qualified to deliver a quality installation. A quality installer buying quality frames from a quality fabricator designed and tested by a quality systems house. And if you're a Liniar approved fabricator, you're already most of the way towards being CORGI Fenestration registered. For consumer-facing installers, external proof of their commitment to quality and qualification is absolutely vital. They work in a competitive market within an industry with a checkered past. The support of a consumer brand which is recognised for trust, reliability, expertise and quality will provide a vital competitive edge. For companies who install, to have all your operatives carded and on a national skills register viewable by your customers will set you apart from competitors and lead to an increase in referrals. You'll only need one card to cover competent person schemes and CSCS work. A card displaying the most recognisable brand in the home improvements and construction industry. A CORGI Fenestration installer fitting frames from a CORGI Fenestration fabricator will give the consumer total peace of mind and ultimately lead to more sales. CORGI's values have longevity with the consumer. As a fabricator, displaying the CORGI mark signifies you have demonstrated a commitment to best practice, the highest standards, and that you operate ethically and in line with relevant legislation. Most importantly, the CORGI name means you are a professional company employing a highly skilled and qualified workforce. You can display the most recognisable consumer brand on all of your company literature, from point of sales to invoices, from website to product. Made by a CORGI Fenestration registered fabricator. This brand is underpinned by a robust and credible scheme that is sought after by industry and requested by consumers. As a professional company, you will totally commit to CORGI Fenestration Code of Practice, which is ready for each home counts, the government's review of energy efficiency in buildings. This will future-proof companies for the changes ahead. CORGI is about the best in qualifications too. Recruiting and retaining motivated staff is a significant challenge for businesses today. Investment in training and qualifications demonstrates your commitment to delivering a quality product each and every time. Plus, a knowledgeable and skilled workforce will protect your margins and deliver forecasted returns. The CORGI name can help build your business. As a CORGI Fenestration registered company, you will be listed on their website with direct links to your own, providing opportunities for new business. After all, installers and consumers only want to buy from the best. To be registered on the scheme, each company has to undergo an audit to ensure they're operating to the required standards. The initial company audit usually takes a day. However, unlike other schemes, CORGI Fenestration's surveillance regime is calculated on a risk basis. This takes into account a number of factors, such as competence, complaints, volume, and corrective actions. The better performing companies will be less risky and therefore require fewer audits. All companies will, however, be audited at least once a year. The good news is, if your company is already Liniar approved, then you are already meeting the CORGI Fenestration scheme requirements. This provides you with an opportunity to join CORGI Fenestration as a Liniar approved fabricator for just £200 per year, saving the audit fee. This is because CORGI Fenestration recognises Liniar's commitment to quality through its approved scheme. One question often asked is, what makes CORGI Fenestration different to other schemes? The CORGI Fenestration scheme is not just for building regulation compliance. It covers the whole commercial operation of the UK supply chain. The scheme takes a different, more appropriate approach to surveillance, introducing a holistic general business-based audit. CORGI Fenestration is not about the lowest common denominator or minimum standards. It's about best practice, quality products and qualified staff. If you'd like to see this table in more detail, simply click this link to download the CORGI flyer. We'll finish by answering a few frequently asked questions you may have about CORGI Fenestration. Competent person schemes, such as Fencer, have a narrow remit concentrating purely on building regulation compliance. Inspectors visit a site and simply pass or fail an installation. They don't get involved with the operation of the company. CORGI Fenestration certifies the whole operation of a company, ensuring that they are trading ethically and professionally. The industry works extensively with other certification bodies such as the BBA or BSI. However, CORGI Fenestration doesn't want to duplicate audit work unnecessarily, so will therefore recognise the evaluation of other certification bodies wherever possible. The CORGI Fenestration scheme is not just another badge. The scheme has been designed for today's modern industry and the challenges it presents, and will continue to lead the way and remain as the most sought after registration mark in the sector. All CORGI Fenestration registered companies are required to meet appropriate legislation, and this includes CE marking. Both companies and individuals can be CORGI Fenestration registered. A company can be CORGI Fenestration registered without having its operatives on the skills register, but the required competence and standards criteria must be met. CORGI, as a brand, has considerable consumer traffic via its website, which eventually will lead to new business referrals for CORGI Fenestration registered companies. CORGI is planning a significant campaign of consumer marketing during 2018, and CORGI Fenestration is working closely with the main CORGI brand. Discussions have already taken place and an approach in principle agreed. This will give registered companies a considerable advantage working with small developers. The aim is for CORGI Fenestration to be listed as a requirement in tender documents, and work is already underway with framework providers such as the London Housing Consortium. Each home counts, The much anticipated Bonfield report that will eventually have a significant impact on our industry is coming. The implementation stage is underway, and this will drive the market over the next 2 to 5 years. The CORGI Fenestration scheme is each home counts ready, meaning that CORGI Fenestration registered companies will also be ready. If you'd like to apply to become CORGI Fenestration registered, please download and complete the application form at bit.ly/CORGIFen or click the link in the video description. If you'd like any further information, go to the website www.corgifenestration.co.uk.